Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today is November 25th, 2023, and we are going to work on the Ranger again. In our last video that we made, you saw that we put on a turn signal kit. Now we ordered this kit from Mudbusters. What it is on the Rangers, if you know anything about them, Polaris does some pretty crappy design where they leave everything open and exposed down here. I wish if I had some more light I could show you. Let me say my light is charged at all over here. It is a little bit. So if you look in there, everything's opened, exposed to the weather and to the mud. Like they have this all open with all these crevices that get all dirty. So even the front actually is open the same under the fenders into the wheel well. So what we ordered, which we'll open and unbox together now. So, oops, I forgot I had the kit there. So, what we ordered was the Mudbuster kit. So let's see what we got here. I don't want to knock this off of here. Hold on, I gotta set this up somewhere where I can record the whole thing, what we're doing over here. Alright. So I'm going to set it up right here. That's my son. So this is proudly made in the USA. That's cool. So we're going to open this up and look at this together. This is supposed to go on, I believe it's the push pin kit. So it's supposed to go on with a push pin kit. We'll see how that goes. So once we get it opened, we will take out the pieces. They should be plastic. All right, let's put it in the bed of the truck bed, and then we'll slide them out. So let's see what we got. So this should be the instruction box and the pins. See, it comes all nicely packaged. Here, hold on, let's see if we're getting all this in the video. Hopefully we're getting this all in the video. Oh yeah, we're getting that all in the video. Good. All right. So, thanks. As you can see, it says, whoops. Oh, yeah, I already dropped it. So, Mudbusters, okay, .com. So Mudbusters.com, made in the USA. And it says 570. Cool, somebody already wrote that on there. Cool. Alright, so apparently it does use some, it does replace, looks like, a lot of hardware with actual bolts. And then a keychain, Mudbuster keychain. Pretty cool. I'll put that in my pocket and forget it. Or we'll put it on the UTV keychain. Whatever, I don't care. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna need my ratchets. That's the oh, nice. We got a nice sticker too. So we got a Mudbuster sticker also. So they gave us a keychain and a Mudbuster sticker. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna start pulling it out. Now it comes with detailed instructions. Cool. It tells you where to add washers and so forth. So we'll go over and we'll see what pieces we have here. Came with a complete hardware kit. Alright, so this looks like, I have no idea yet. This must be parts for the back of the bed, I would assume. These are, yeah, those are going to go up in the front. Those are probably the front ones. So these look like to cover the back. And then this looks like probably a left fender and a right fender. So I would assume it's going to go, I don't know, we'll figure these out as we go. Then that is another piece. I don't know where any of these really go yet. This could be the front. I don't know. Alright, so that's the kit. That's what we have in the kit. So, what we have in the kit, and they're labeled Mudbusters, which is cool. So, let's see what it says as far as what is what. It says Polaris Ranger 570 kit. Alright, so looking at it, this looks like it's going to be a front piece. This is going to be a front piece. See that? Okay. I wonder if we should just put it in the back of the UTV if we could see everything. So this should be a front piece. This looks like it's going to be a left or right front piece. This will be a front piece. Okay, so these will be front panels. Now it looks like we have a shitload of bolts to move. said that we didn't. Oh, look at that. It comes with new replacement clips for under the bed. Lucky us. Okay, so now we have to figure out what we're going to do. Let's start somewhere. Let's start out by laying out our hardware. So we have all this fun stuff, and I don't know where it goes yet. This looks like a part. This looks like a part. Anyways. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video. Here, let me see the camera. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to go through. I'm going to have everything figured out, what goes where and what's what. And then we'll restart the video. Anyways, let's see what happens. Let me see where we get to. So, again, I'm going to figure out what part goes where, lay out the hardware, and then we will know what goes where, and we'll start mounting. Alright, so we'll continue the video in a moment. Alright, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. So we figured out what side goes to what. That's the front left. We have the rear right, the front for the rear. Our winch wires we just figured are probably in our way. Okay, so we'll have to reroute the winch wires. Terrific. Which is not a big deal. We'll figure that out. So we don't have a lot of great light in here. So we're going to set you up here. Let you record some of what we're doing, or somewhere over here so that you can see what we're doing. Hopefully you're getting a view of what we're doing. It's hard to tell the angle with the light in here. So it's telling us we have to remove some bolts. So we're going to remove some bolts. We'll have to cut and remove the winch wire. So let me get some stuff here, some cutting pliers. Everything's always fun. Let me tell you. If it's not one thing, it's another. And I don't want to block the view, which I'm going to with my back here. So let's bring you in here by the tire. Show you what we're cutting here. So we're cutting these. This is for our winch, aftermarket winch we put on. But that's okay. We'll reroute that. So probably have to cut this one too.
This is gonna go straight right on that plate.
I don't want to cut any of the wire. That's the problem I don't want to do. Cut the winch wire. Alright, so. Alright, I'll have to cut some more over there. How far over did it go?
I don't know. You gotta move the camera. I don't want to whack it.
Alright, so I gotta remove these bolts. So I'm gonna do that too. So Kate will probably have to go in and turn the wheel for me. Alright, don't worry, we'll figure that out. I'll move some more there.
Went all the way.
Alright, I'll move some more to one. Alright, so Kane's gonna have to go in and turn that wheel for me. And then, so right now as I'm just cutting the wires for the winch so that the winch wire will be out of our way. We'll refasten that in a little bit. Kane's gonna turn the wheel to the right. Yeah, this way I can, yeah, there we go. Because then I should hopefully be able to get the gun in there. So then I should be able to get the gun in there. Let me get something to stand on. I know we don't have very good light in the back over there. So what we did, and I'll tell you, we have a coal stove downstairs. So we started running the heat in the garage. We just lit our coal stove. So that's our coal stove. It's 90,000 BTU. It's actually quite warm in here. So that's going to heat the garage up for us and the upstairs. So excuse me, I just burped. All right, yeah, I think so. So let me get something to set the camera on so that I can start removing some stuff. I'll give this to my son. I should be able to hopefully get the gun on that. Yep, alright, so it says to remove these two bolts. And I don't know where I put the instructions. Yeah, we don't have good light over here, I know.
Where'd you put the cobalt light?
The cobalt light is dead. So we have to find something else to provide light. If you want to find something else, I'll continue to record. So, that's not going to work. So, actually I have some light. So we're taking these out. Taking these out. Now I gotta get the instructions. So it says to take out, where do I put the instructions?
Over there, I think.
There's other bolts that you have to remove. So let's see, bring that camera over here. So it says we remove those. Okay, so we want to remove the back two. Let me remove those. Let me get my impact. So let's bring this over here. And let's get this out of here so we can use, because I have this so I can use little sockets on there. So let's see what we got. It says to remove these two, I believe. Let's see. Yep, it's saying remove those two. So my son's doing a little bit of recording for us, which is cool. So we're gonna use the torque gun to take these out. It should take it out, no problem. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Alright, so that's part of that. Front, so I like to lay everything out. Now, said to remove, which we did. Remove and circle, insert the fender flare in position as shown in figure 1. Add one washer to each. Okay, so it says then to reinstall bolts and tighten them. Okay, simple enough. So it says to put a washer on each one of these and then to remount that. So we have the washers over here. Yeah, okay, so they gave us washers. Caden has them all stacked up all crazy over here. So they fall over. Alright, then it says to take it. So we're going to put it on like this. So it's going to go on just like this, around that.
Wait.
Around that thing. And now this one,
You have to put it underneath.
oops, should line up over here.
And then
Let's get these lined up first. First, we're going to need more light definitely in here. But this is how we start. So it said to put these on and tighten it up. So, I mean, we're going to tighten them, but we're not going to like go crazy tighten them. Because this thing will put it right through the plastic. So, it doesn't... So we're not, like we said. Oh, it would help if I go forward, too. The other tighten. So, see, we're just... So we'll, like... Oh, that's not in right. Okay, that's better. Now, those are out. Now it says... So that up front there, what does it say for that? That says... Do we have to put a bolt on those? It says secure the forward section and front fenders. It says add a washer there, additional self-tapping screws, yes. Secure the forward section of the front fender flares with the cordless drill and self-tapping. Well, it's not saying to put a washer there, but I feel like we're going to. So we'll do that. If I need extra washers, I got extra washers, no big deal. So I like the washer idea. So this is actually, the front part here is not that bad. And then we have to put additional self-tappers. And like I said, when we're done, we'll torque everything up. But this is just, I know it's dark over here.
they can't really see it.
So we gotta get some light over here so we can show them what we're doing. Where's the light? Want to grab a light? Grab your light? Your cobalt light?
Mine's
Here, just hold this then.
both of them. I can get yours charging.
No, forget it. Mine. No, it don't matter, Caden. It's gonna take forever to charge. We don't need it right now. Alright, so what we're doing, once I get some light from this here, see these bolts in here? So, let's see. So these, see that? Alright. So we're not, I have it on setting 1 on this thing. So, that's, now the front part here, let's see what else do we need. Then it says some self-tappers. So this is what we got. we had to remove these. I know I need some better light to show you guys, but we had to remove these, which are stock. Remove those two stock. So then the fender flare actually goes over this. See, now look at the difference. So I don't know if you can see the difference. The lighting in my garage is horrible here. We're going to get a light though. So without fender flare, with fender flare. But once we get the light, let me see what it is, where it says to put the self-tappers now. So it says to put the self-tappers, which we're going to do, okay, there and there, and 3 up front. No problem. Okay, so we'll do that. All right, so this is what we're going to do. All right, so here, let me just show you this quick. We got a light, not a great light. So here's what we did so far. Remove the stock screws, remove the stock bolts. Now it says to put self-tappers there, which we will do, and then it says to probably put 2 more here. Now, quick thing, check out how it looks. Here's with the flare. Hopefully you can see this. You got a nice blocked area now, see, once the hood is down. Without the flare, everything is open. See the difference? Big, stupid mistake that Polaris makes. So it's flared, okay? So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to pause you for a second. We'll figure out a different light situation, and we'll go from there. All right. So here we go. I got a little light so we can maybe see what's going on. So there's the fender on that side, nicely installed. So that's with the fender, without the fender. So the fronts are easy to install, actually. All you have to do to install the fronts on the Polaris Ranger 570 is remove these 2 bolts, remove these. You replace it with, don't pull them, we'll cut it. Well, then you use a couple self-tappers and it's installed. So I'll show you on the other side, and then we'll figure out the back. So what you do on this side, remove them, replace it, see, removed, replaced. Add 3 self-tappers right there, okay? Then it comes around, you take off the stock ones here, and then you put 2 self-tappers there. So you have what you got. Alright, so we're going to continue the front, we'll finish that side up, and we'll show you that. Alright, here we go, we're continuing the install. So now we got the 2 front installed. Let's give you a quick gander of how she looks with them installed. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Hopefully you can see these. This is one of them, so it extends past, so it gives you protection. And then the underside is all enclosed now on both sides, so that'll give it, see, both sides. Let me get my light. Next, what we're going to do is the rear ones. So here's what these look like. I know my light, and I have good light in the garage, pretty good light. So that's one, see? Then they seal up all in there pretty nicely up into there. The only thing we have open now is that, but that's not bad. It's better than having all up in there opened up into the headlights and everything. So that'll keep a lot of mud and stuff from going up in there. So that's pretty cool. So I like that. Nice kit. Alright, now next we have the rear ones. Okay, so the rear ones we were figuring went on. Caden actually had it laid out how it should go. Let's see how this should go. Okay, so it's gonna go. Alright, so we're gonna.
Did it go on top or not?
Yeah, like that on top. Yeah. Alright, so there's a couple bolts that I'm gonna have to put in here. Looks like
2.
Alright, so yeah, okay, so they give you clips. Yep, they give you clips for those. So this is where you would use the clips and the bolts. So that would enclose right there. So if you can see, when he removes it, gotta remove it. It's closed now. Oh, look, it's open to everything. So we're gonna close that off. That'll be the next step, and then we'll show you as we start getting it installed. So we'll follow up with you as we're going through. All right, thanks. Alright, so we're continuing the installation of the flaps for the Ranger 570. So as you can see, this was completely open before, exposed. There was batteries. The batteries are behind this. The fuse panel is behind this. Everything that should be not muddied up and not getting wet is behind that. So what we did was you put 2 new bolts right here and there, a couple of self-tappers up into the plastic, and then 2 down there. We did the other side the same way, so we'll show you how we did the other side. So this is pretty cool kit, actually. Hopefully we have it. Looks like we have it, right? So we'll show you the other side. So the other side is the same way. We put self-tappers. Yeah, so that's what it does. So next is we have to remove this heat shield. That heat shield has to come off because it has to go back over the plastic. So we'll take it from there. The reason that heat shield is there is because the exhaust pipe runs right here. So without that there, it would melt everything. So we have to put that heat shield back on. So this is where we're at. So we're going to start installing this. We'll show you as we go, but that's what we want to take care of, that mess. But it's going pretty good so far. So Mudbusters kit. Alright, welcome back to the channel. So here's what we did. I don't know if you can see. Where's my green light, bud? So we are putting the Mudbusters kit onto this Ranger. And I'm sorry I'm all over with the camera, but here's what we got. So here's the side with the Mudbuster kit. Hopefully you can see. So we have, because I hit my head on it. So we have this side sealed now, okay, versus this side that we did not put the kit on, that is not sealed. So you can see this is how this is for now. Alright, so this is, I blinded my son. He likes being blinded. So that's how that looks. So that's the side not sealed. This is the side sealed. You have to remove the heat shield before you mount the Mudbuster, and then you reinstall the heat shield back onto the unit. So there's L brackets you can put on the bed. It says you don't need them, but it definitely does make it a lot stronger. So we put L brackets. So we took an L bracket there, and we put one in the back like it recommended. They come with the holes already to do it, so you might as well do it. So we're going to continue on doing the other side. So that's where we're at. We have ourselves some room over here. Let me get in here and see what we have as far as wiring goes. When my son gets out of the way, I'll get in there. So we put on the tail lights, as we said, and so we have wires in the way. So we're gonna look and see what we can do. Hopefully you can kind of see what we're doing down here. I mean, the lighting in here is not great. We'll see how this video comes out. But this is the last part, the last fender. We have that enclosed like we said there. So that's enclosed right there. And then we just got to get that enclosed. So that's where we're at. Alright, welcome back to the channel. So we completed the install of the, of the fender flares. So I'm going to try and give you guys some light under here as to what we did. So you can see we enclosed it off under here. So now there's no you gotta put it in FPV. This thing. Tilt locked FPV. Alright, sorry. Video was not good there. So now you can see we have it enclosed underneath. We put this black panel underneath the bed, so it doesn't get up into those grooves anymore underneath there. If you look up here, so what you have to do is mount the plate right here. So that's the plate we mounted there, so nothing will get up into the battery box. So when we put the bed back down, they recommended that you actually take the bed off and you do it with the bed off the UTV, but we wired it in with the hazard kit 4 ways, the signal, so that wasn't going to work for us. So we measured everything out, and the same thing on this side. So again, you had to take the heat shield off and re-put it back on. So the heat shield was taken off and put back on. So that's the sides. Now we're going to close the bed and see how it actually looks around the machine. Of course, I have a lot of cleanup to do. What else is new? Let's try it. Alright, so this is the machine now with the flare kit. So it gives it that little bit wider stance, so it'll protect the inside, the underside from collecting debris, which is kind of neat. I like that. These are extra right here along the side. Sticks out a little bit here, and then it encloses. Oh, it encloses quite a bit actually. So that should save down on a lot of the mud that gets down in there. Let's see. See? So, I mean, it's going to definitely help out. I mean, we're still going to get obviously mud and stuff up in there, around up in there and stuff. But we're not going to get it as much up in here anymore, or up into here anymore, up into the bed area. So this is a Mudbusters kit. Came for the Ranger 570. Mid-size. So let's just push this thing forward a little bit. So again, here we go. This is pretty cool. Let's check out the other side. So I mean, the other side still has like the motor area exposed over here and everything, but it doesn't have up under here exposed, and it doesn't have in here exposed. I mean, we might get a little bit of mud in there. We'll have to see how that actually works, but it should save a lot on getting mud into the machine. So we'll see how it works. Anyways, this is Totally Tractors. This is the Fender flare. It's the Mudbuster kit. You can see it's got the logos on the flares. So it says MB on them for Mudbusters. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Mudbusters on there. And then they give us a Mudbuster sticker on the back of the machine, and we have a keychain also. So anyways, that's a Mudbuster kit for the UTV. Again, we put the L brackets in. It says you don't have to put them in, but I like them actually. Alright, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.